great for rising. Keep on churning till the butter comes. You know, this is something that happened February 14th, 2018. A mass shooting occurred when 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz opened fire on students and staff at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Now, this was in Parkland, Florida. It was a part of Miami metropolitan area. Now, 17 people were killed and 18 others were injured. Cruz has been a former student there. And before I get into the purpose of me doing this, I want to offer my condolences and my sympathy to the loved ones of the people who were killed, the people who were injured, and the people who had to just endure the trauma. Because I'm sure it's traumatizing, whether you knew them personally, if you were in that vicinity. So I want to offer that first, but I want to highlight something here. Victoria Gonzalez, she's one of the young ladies who spoke before Cruz was sentenced. Her boyfriend had gotten killed by Cruz. She made a moving speech. A moving speech. Now, you know, I've always been one who said, we got to see what's going on with the children. Children are not just bad because they're children. Youth are not just bad because they're youth. What is going on that would make a youth even do something like this? And when I was listening to this young lady, when she was talking about her boyfriend and the message she gave to this young man, I mean, it just went beneath the crust. It went inside of me. I mean, and it just didn't stop. It just went inside, ricocheted around, hit my vital organs, just touched every nerve, because it gave me an insight into life of a troubled youth. So come on beneath the crust and deal with it. Listen to the young lady, and I'll be back.
State would call Victoria Gonzalez.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Please state your full name for the record.
Victoria Gonzalez, Gonzalez.
Thank you. State whenever you're ready.
Ms. Gonzalez, are you here today to give a statement regarding Joaquin Oliver?
Yes.
Would you please do so?
Before I open this, I am wearing Joaquin's t-shirt that he wore the night before you killed him. And it says, if you can't read Spanish, it says, you with bullets, I with balls. And I just want to start with that. This is my protection. This is Joaquin with me. Crazy enough, he knew what was coming. I don't know if you remember me, but we did have a class together the year before hell broke loose. I remember where you sat, in the row next to me, a couple seats behind me, and I remember Mr. Guard going around the room, and every day we'd give a different answer from the homework the night before. He wanted to make sure who had it. I remember every day when he would get to you, I was crossing my fingers under my desk, thinking, man, I hope he has it today. Man, I hope he's doing something good for himself. Man, I hope that he's succeeding. I was rooting for you. Silently, in my desk, you had no idea who I was, and I was rooting for you because I felt like you needed someone or you needed something, and I could feel that, you know. I felt how alone you might have felt, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. My softness has been my protection, and maybe it's hurt me, but I've empathized with you, and I've blamed society for creating the hatred in you, and I can't anymore. So I stand here to say that I do blame you. Not you alone, but definitely you. Definitely. A lot of people failed. After that class, every single day I met Joaquin after school. And I thought about you, and I didn't even know you. And I was like, thinking about how you could have been suffering. Little did I know, it was just foreshadowing. But now I'm very alone. And I'm very isolated. And I can't make friends, and I can't build relationships because I'm looking over my shoulder. Even emotionally, I can't feel safe. I can't trust people to take care of me. I'm alone all the time. I can't let someone love me. I ask for others to understand this pain. But how? How can anyone understand this pain? Why do I understand this pain? Why? Because of you. How can someone love a person who's afraid of life? That's how I feel. But Joaquin loved me for all of my flaws, for everything. He saw the capacity to grow. He saw that my brokenness made me whole, if that will make sense. He saw light shining through the cracks. But nobody else from then forward is allowed to love me like that. I won't let them. I don't have friends. I don't make them. Maybe people think that we're friends, but I don't feel safe. And that's because of you. But I do want to say, I wish that you met Joaquin. I wish that you met Joaquin, because he would have been your friend. He would have extended a hand to you. He would have loved you. And I say that, and whoever's going to be upset with me is going to be upset with me, but he would have loved you as a human being, because you are a human being, and I'm going to say that. And I know a lot of people won't say that, but you are a real-life human being standing right in front of me. You're not some character out of a book, like a lot of people like to think that this is a fantasy, but you're a real person. And I'm sorry that you never saw the love that the world is capable of giving. That's something I've wanted to say to you from the day that this happened. Because the most painful part of this is knowing that the world holds so much hatred that can be funneled into one human being. Like, there is so much hate in your body. And I'm sorry for that. I would have wished you the love that I experienced before you led me to the experience of sitting in this courtroom and listening to a medical examiner tell me that my best friend's head was only held together by the skin of his scalp after you were done with him. That it was like a cherry bomb, quoted, like a cherry bomb went off in his skull. And I will live with that. And you will live with that in a different way. And I won't have to worry if you celebrate it or whatever you do with it. But the point is, I would have wished love for you. I would have. And I want to, because that's who I am, but I can't. And I'm sorry that your heart knows nothing of warmth. I would have wished that for you, and I will say that again. My justice does not lie in knowing if you live or if you die. My justice lives in knowing that I loved, because I experienced a love that a lot of people go their whole lifetimes without experiencing. Joaquin loved me entirely with his whole being, and I choose love. So in the end, I think that I win. I think that I win because I will continue my life honoring something that people believe is a fairy tale. And it's not. This whole thing is so real life. The love that Joaquin gifted me will last my lifetime. It will last many lifetimes, and I'm proud to stand here and say that, and you showed me the importance of love, and that I need to celebrate it, and that I need to preach it, and that I need to wake up every day and make someone smile so that they don't go through the world feeling like you did or you do. I don't wish that for anyone, and I wish that it didn't bring you to what you did. I wish that you had more love in your heart, and I want to say that. No matter who will hate me for it, I wish that you had love in your heart. I wish that. And on behalf of Joaquin, you may have taken my body, and for that, fuck you, but you cannot take my love. And that is all I have to say.
Thank you.
Again, my condolences to the family and the people involved. Did you see that shirt she had on? Now that's a boss shirt. She's representing her soulmate. You see, Miss Victoria Gonzalez, you heard what she said? She said she could pick up that something was wrong with him emotionally. She could pick up that he wasn't getting love. He wasn't being nurtured. Now, Miss Gonzalez, a child, says she could pick that up from him. You mean to tell me no adult could pick that up? His family couldn't pick that up? That something was wrong. Miss Gonzalez said she wanted the best for him. Her, a classmate. No interaction apparently from between them, but she wanted the best for him. She said she'd sit there with her fingers crossed, doing what she felt like she could do to try to help him along the way. And no adult could do that? No adult could pick up on that? Miss Gonzalez said she blamed society. She blamed society. But she said, now I blame you, not you alone. So she's saying, from what I gather, she still puts some of the responsibility on society. But he has to be accountable as well. So what is it about society? I wish I could speak to Miss Gonzalez. Because I'd like to ask her, Miss Gonzalez, what is it about society played a role in what he became? What role did society play? What responsibility, or should society take any responsibility? Then Miss Gonzalez talk about the emotional toll it has taken on her. She doesn't feel safe. She can't get close to anyone. So you see, not nurturing our children, not putting in our children what they need, it just doesn't affect them. It has a long-reaching effect. It manifests itself in Mr. Cruz's life by him killing up people, just shooting up the place. What was missing, or what was present that was overlooked? What has to be going on? What inside of a person for them to react in this manner? Despite his demonic actions, Miss Gonzalez acknowledged him as a human being. You know, perhaps that's the first time in his life, perhaps, I don't know, that anybody had ever acknowledged him as a human being. She's speaking out of her pain, but she's showing compassion. What if society had shown him some kind of compassion? His family, anybody around him, has shown him compassion. You think maybe things would have been different? Her compassion made her have sympathy for the fact that he never felt the kind of love that evidently she felt and was given. And she talked about how all this hatred in the world can be funneled into one person. And look at the results of that funnel. A child will leave them. Is that what's going on here? Here she is, the baby of the bunch. And look at the compassion she's showing. Now, I'm not criticizing the other people. I'm not saying they were wrong. I'm not saying they were right. I don't have the position of the authority, of the audacity. I don't have the right to say how anybody should act or react in situations like this. So that's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm just pointing out the compassion that's being shown here. The compassion. See what Cruz's action has done to this girl, this young lady, Miss Gonzalez? Look at what it has done to her. Taken away her safety net, her ability to love, and hopefully it'll come back. Her ability to trust. You see, your actions don't just affect you, they affect everybody. I don't even know these people, but it's affecting me because it's affecting her, because of the emotion and the love and the compassion that I see in her. Think about that. Despite her ache, despite her pain, she had a takeaway. Her takeaway, according to her, is that He has shown her the importance of love, the importance of spreading love, the importance of compassion, because she doesn't want anybody to end up like him. That's her key takeaway. Nicholas Cruz, you became demonic. Why did you do it? And society, Nicholas Cruz family, you created a demon. Why did you do it? I'm Lily Bell. I'm just trying to create a dialogue. You keep on churning till the butter comes. If they close my book, you remember my story. You tell my story. Be encouraged. Lily Bell. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Support our youth in any way you can. Keep on churning till the butter comes. Albert C. Richardson, a black man, patent the butter churn U.S. patent number 446470, February 17th, 1891. I'm Lily Bell. I'm just trying to create a dialogue. I leave you with this. If they close my book, you remember my story. A Nat Turner Runner production. Lock and load. Lily Bell. Be encouraged.